Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the next chapter of your love life. So what is in store for your love life in the next chapter? All you need to do to find out is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time. Allow your intuition to make your choice. And once you've made it, you can go to the description box below, where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And you'll also find a link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's where you'll find all the information. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi Group 1. So let's take a look at what the next chapter of your love life has in store for you. So the next chapter of your love life. What is coming through? What is going to be happening next? Okay, so the first card, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, so this is letting you know that your intuition is already on point, Group 1. You already know what is in store on a deeper level. Now, it may not be filtered through to your conscious mind just yet, but it's coming, okay? Soon you will have the clarity. Through this video, you will have the clarity about what is next, okay? So let's take a look at the Animal Wisdom deck first. Let's take a look. What is next in your love life? What is the next chapter? So we have Llama, soul growth. Growth is never easy. Have faith and trust in the journey. Okay, so I'm definitely picking up some travel here. So you may be going on a trip. Maybe you've planned a trip and you may meet somebody there, or maybe you're planning to travel with somebody to a certain destination. Crane, surrender. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. Okay, so I'm definitely picking up a lot of healing going on here at the moment for you. Okay, so you may have recently gone through a breakup. You may still be healing from a previous relationship and the issues that it may have caused you. And I just get this sense from you at the moment, Group 1, that you may be in this place of giving up. You may have actually just given up on love. You may just be feeling like, I'm just going to remain single. I'm just going to focus on myself and my own personal growth. Okay, because this is about letting go. So I do feel in this next chapter, there is going to be a lot of this letting go and actually focusing on what feels right for you, focusing on yourself, focusing on your soul's growth. And oftentimes when you do that, is when somebody special will enter your life, especially if things have been particularly quiet. Maybe you don't really have anything going on, because sometimes peace can be boring. So say you may have let go of a lot of connections. You may have very little going on in your roster or no roster at all. But this is, again, it may feel boring, but it may be preparing you for what is next. Because say if you were entertaining a lot of people that weren't right for you, then that's blocking the way for somebody that is right for you. So yeah, if you are feeling bored, restless, or lonely at the moment, my heart goes out to you. It's not easy to be alone sometimes. And just looking into the distance like it's an abyss, you don't see how things are going to improve or how things are going to change. But I really feel like if you're able to come to that place of acceptance, of surrendering as to that you're in the right place at the right time at this moment. There's no need to actually make any particular changes when it comes to your love life. Okay, then we have love abounds in reverse. So yeah, I do feel like this is a lot of focus on self-love. Okay, now please don't run away or feel like, oh my God, that means there's no love coming in. That is not the case. Okay, it's very early stages here in the reading. So lots more information is going to come to light. I just feel in this next chapter, you're going to be focusing more on what makes you feel good. Okay, so when you're dealing with other people and connecting in romantic relationships, I feel like you're going to be more focused on yourself. what feels good to you, what feels right to you. Because when you come from a place of low self-esteem, you can often feel like you need to please other people, or you need to be a certain way, you need to appear a certain way in order to get what you want. But when you are truly self-confident and self-loving, it's like more of an interview process. You are auditioning people to play a role in your life, rather than you feeling like the auditionee being the one that has to audition to be in their lives. It's like you are flipping the script here. You are reversing the role, group one. Okay, it's time now for you to discern who is right for you and whether they make you feel good. And I think that that is so key here in terms of attracting the right relationship into your life, is how do they make me feel? If you're dating or talking to somebody, okay, or even in a relationship right now, like looking at the bigger picture, how are they making me feel as a whole or on a daily basis, and collating that information. I feel like that's something that's so important for your soul's growth. And I feel like this is what your heart really knows deep down. And maybe why you are rejecting people, or you may have even been beating yourself up thinking you've self-sabotaged certain things, but you haven't. You haven't. Even if, say, you went on a date previously and you made a couple of faux pas, or the golden rules of dating and things you should say or shouldn't say, things you should do or shouldn't do. And maybe you feel like you've done things wrong in some form, but that is divine protection. Now, it's not to say you can't learn from those mistakes potentially and rectify those in future relationships, but the fact that they are not in your life shows that there is a level of protection there, and that they're not meant to be in your life for a reason. Okay, so whether you walked away from people or whether they've walked away from you, or both, it is for your ultimate good, your highest good. Choose your battles in reverse. Simply love. And this one really wants to come out, doesn't it? Oh, wow. And then balance. Beautiful. So again, this is why it's so important that you didn't exit out the video, because I know some people maybe want immediate clarity. Yes, next week you're going to meet the love of your life and you're going to get married. But that's not always the way life goes. And that's certainly not the type of reader I am. I'm not here to just fluff things up or to just make you feel good in the moment. Of course, I want to make you feel good. But I'm here to bring you the truth. Okay, so you have that true understanding of where you really are. Because say I'd said that, oh yeah, you're definitely going to get married next week, and then it doesn't happen, you'll end up feeling more disappointed. And you also won't trust me as a reader, okay? So it's a dual reciprocity there for both of us, that there is this openness and authenticity. But if you stuck around and you're still here, you are being rewarded, okay? Because we do have a person coming in here. Okay, there is a person I feel like you could end up having a long-term relationship with. Now, I'm going to get to this person in just a moment for you. I'm just going to pop them here. I will go into much more detail about this connection coming in, but I feel like we just need to discuss these other messages quickly about what else is happening, because I'm getting the sense here that you may actually be missing somebody. You may be longing for somebody from your past. I feel like it's somebody that may have walked away from you, left you with no clarity, neglected your feelings, made you feel badly about yourself, and again, made you really question yourself. But I do feel like moving forward, you are going to get to this point again of surrendering, okay, of realizing that they weren't worth your time. Like, you can't fight for a relationship alone. It has to be a two-way street. And I feel like this is the conclusion that you are starting to reach in this next chapter, group one, that ultimately there has to be equal investment on both sides. And if you felt like you were the one doing everything, you were the one reaching out all the time, you were the one initiating dates or plans, you were the one trying to evolve the relationship to the next phase, and you just kept hitting a brick wall with them, that's not the right connection for you. When it's the right connection, especially in the beginning, it should feel like it flows more easily. Not to say it's always going to be a completely easy road in the beginning, because again, that's not always realistic. And it doesn't mean to say as well you have to be a completely healed version of yourself to be in a relationship. That's also not the case. You don't have to be perfect to be in a relationship. And you don't have to be completely healed to be in a relationship, because oftentimes relationships will trigger wounds anyway and can cause different wounds to be triggered or new wounds to open up. So again, there's no need for perfection in relationships, but I feel like this is about you realizing what is worth or who is worth fighting for and who or what isn't worth fighting for. Pick and choose your battles, okay? And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing moving forwards. Even though, again, it may feel a little dull at times, it may feel a little boring, but you'll be able to sleep better at night, knowing that you are being authentic in allowing or not allowing certain people to treat you poorly and accepting that behavior. Because every time you accept poor behavior, it damages your self-esteem, because it makes you believe that you deserve to be treated poorly. So when you decide to close the door on those people, those relationships that aren't treating you the way you know you deserve to be, your self-esteem raises. And then in turn, your vibration raises, which then attracts more people and certainly more healthy people into your life. So enough of that. We now have this beautiful balance card. This is the Lover's energy, okay? This is somebody new coming into your life, group one. This is somebody that you are going to see eye to eye with. Look, even their right and left eyes are actually merged together in this image. Okay, so you and this person are going to have the same vision for your life, for your future. Okay, you will know this when you start talking to them, okay? You will see that your values align, that your visions for the future align. Now, I also feel like you're actually going to look quite similar to this person facially. So you may have very similar eye colors or similar noses or face shapes, okay? Or very similar hair, okay? You're definitely merged as one, okay? You will feel that instant connection with them, but you will also feel it is reciprocity. Okay, you're not going to feel like it is one-sided in any way, shape, or form. You're going to feel like this person is just as interested to get to know you as you are to get to know them. And you will feel this, okay? And I actually get the sense that your soul and your heart is sensing this person is on the horizon. They sense this person is about to come into your life. Hence why they are removing all of these obstacles that have kept you apart. So whether these are people, whether these are limiting self-beliefs, maybe even habits that you have that have been somehow negative or damaging, these are all being let go of, being cut, being let go. Sorry, that was a redundant let go. But that's just the energy that I keep picking up on here. There is the energy of letting go. And then this door is going to open. As that famous saying goes, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Okay, and that is exactly what I feel like is happening here for you. So let's get some more information. I want to get some information about this particular person that is coming in. Let's see. Describe this person coming in, please. Describe this person. And I'll get a little bit of a rough time frame for this for you as well. I'm actually do that first, okay? Because I know a lot of you will want to know, okay, but when? Especially if you've been waiting a long time. But please always do remember to take the time scales with a pinch of salt, okay? Because the timing is always fluid and changeable, okay? So when is this person coming into your life, group one? When are they coming in? Okay, so we've got Capricorn, we've got Jupiter, and the number 10. Okay, so this could be 10 days from now, could be the 10th month of October, could be the 10th of December, which would also be Capricorn season. Oh, I actually just flipped it to Pisces as well. It could be when the moon is in Pisces. Now, with Earth energy, where's the Capricorn sign gone? There it is. With Earth energy, this tends to be a little bit slower. Okay, so I don't feel like it's immediate. I don't feel like it's necessarily 10 hours from now. it could be 10 days, because the thing is, if you've been single for a long time, or you feel like you've been waiting a long time, it may be that you've actually waited long enough. So this is the time in which they are coming in. Okay, you are going to feel very lucky though when this person comes in. With Jupiter there, there's expansion, okay? But Jupiter also connects to the energy of Sagittarius. So it could be it could be Sagittarius or Capricorn season, okay, because they're both right next to each other. So around Christmas time, this could be when they come in, or it may be when your relationship evolves to the next committed phase. It could be this person as well is somebody that is foreign, from a different place or different background. They could also be a teacher of some kind, okay? But I want to get more specific information about this person coming in for you, Group 1. What's information is coming in about this person? Oh, wow, we've got Guardian Angel. You are not alone. Okay, so this person is going to make you feel that you're not alone anymore. Okay, even though we are, of course, always alone in this world, even if we have somebody in our lives, even if we have a romantic connection, we're still technically alone. So I was just checking that the cards are all aligned perfectly. Okay, they are. I feel like you're going to see this person as your guardian angel, though. This person, I feel like, is quite protective, okay? I feel like they are somebody that, wants to do things to protect you. I've actually got a call coming in right now from a friend, which I can't answer, obviously, at this moment. But I feel like, this person may actually like to speak to you on the phone, okay? I feel like they will really enjoy hearing your voice. I feel like you'll enjoy hearing theirs, but they're also the type of person that will pick up the phone. If you need them, they will be there for you. Okay, they are somebody that's going to make you feel treasured. They're going to make you feel important. So whatever you need from them or have to say, they're going to be interested. They're not going to be declining your calls or, uninterested in speaking to you in that way. They're not somebody that's just going to send you the odd DM or give you the bare minimum. This is not that person. So if anybody else tries to come in with that bare minimum energy, Group 1, that is not the one, okay? This person here, it may take obviously a little bit of time. Obviously, you have to develop the relationship, but I would say after a couple of weeks, this person is definitely going to be making it known that they want to speak to you, okay? They want to speak to you on the phone. They want to see you in person. I feel like their voice and your voice, I feel like you're both going to enjoy hearing each other's voices. I feel like you'll also both be very attracted to each other's voices, and communication is going to be key, especially with the lovers, as it is represented by Gemini. Okay, Gemini is a strong communication sign. Okay, then we have Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Okay, so this person coming in is also highly intuitive. Okay, they are somebody that, like you, have this inner knowing. I feel like they also, at this very moment, have this inner knowing that you and this person are meant to be together, even though you may not have met yet. Okay, they just know, they feel it in their soul, they feel it in their bones. And I feel like this person is also very healing. They're going to be a very healing person for you. They're going to help heal a lot of the wounds that you've already been through. Okay, now they may also work within healing. They could be a doctor or a nurse. They could work in something more unconventional in terms of healing. Obviously, the healing profession is so vast. Okay, they could be very healing with their words as well, okay? But this person is definitely very focused on wanting to make you happy, okay? This is not a selfish person. This person is very loving. This person is very giving, and they know that they're willing to sacrifice to make you happy. And then we have Snake Shed Old Skin. So they could also be born in the year of the snake. Okay, but I feel like this person also may have some Scorpio traits within them. They have gone through big transformations in their own lives, okay? I actually feel like you're mirroring each other in many ways. Like you've both gone through a lot of transitions, especially lately. You both may have left relationships or released certain habits or changed your lives in some ways, maybe even changed a job or something, okay? But I definitely feel like you both have released a lot of energies, things that were no longer serving you, or people or relationships that were no longer serving you. And I feel like neither of you really knew the reasons, the deeper reasons why, but it's because you are meant to be together, and you couldn't be together when you were tied up with these loose ends. And then we have animal guardian, trust your instincts. This is such an incredibly intuitive pile here, group number one. Like, you're both highly, highly intuitive. Like, there is just this inner instincts that you both have, okay, that you will both follow in terms of being together, okay? So your intuitions are both guiding you together. I just love this. It's such a strong message here. You're both very naturally gifted in the psychic way. Now, you both may not term it as a psychic ability, but say your person, for example, may say, yeah, I just seem to be very lucky. You know, I happen to be in the right place at the right time. Okay, but oftentimes that's instinct. It's not always luck. Okay, but you could see that as luck. Being very in tune with your instincts and your intuition could be a very lucky thing or characteristic to have, okay? But it's something we can all work on, but some people just have it naturally within them, okay? And I feel like you both have that naturally within you. Now, I also feel like your person is a strong animal lover, okay? They may have a few pets. They may talk about saving animals. It might be something that's very dear to their heart, okay? It's connecting with animals and nature. So you may even go on some nice nature walks. You may spend time. Maybe you'll even actually send each other reels or videos of animals, okay? That could be a way in which you bond in the beginning of your relationship, but also throughout the relationship moving forwards. Okay, so I just want to get a couple more cards of information here for you. A new romantic cycle begins. There it is. This is a brand new romantic cycle, okay? I really feel like this is somebody you're going to enter into a relationship with. I do. And this could even be somebody you do end up marrying in the future, because Libra can connect to marriage as it relates to contracts. Okay, so yeah, you could end up being married. You could end up having a home together. Now, they could also have dominant Libra within their chart. I do feel that this person is very attractive, okay? They have that strong Venusian energy within them. So I feel like they are very attractive as a person. And then look at that. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. There it is. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if your person does have strong Gemini in the chart. Definitely a lot of air. So as I said, communication is going to be very, very key within this new relationship. Okay, it's going to be reciprocal. You're both going to enjoy speaking to each other. And I feel like this may even be your love language, words of affirmation. So you both enjoy telling each other how much you like each other, telling each other how much you love each other, or what you want from each other. This is how you'll know. Again, this is not somebody that's giving you the bare minimum or just slides in your DMs once a week. That is not them. Not to say they're not going to slide in your DMs, but this is the type of person that could even message you on multiple platforms and then wants to call you all the time, wants to hear your voice, okay? Wants to also talk about your relationship, okay? They'll be very keen to talk about your relationship because, you know, some people don't really like to talk about the relationship. They may just like to talk to you, but I feel like this person will enjoy speaking about your relationship and where they see it going and what they would like for the two of you in the future. And I don't feel like this is in a love bombing way either. I do feel it's very genuine. Okay, but the only way you'll truly know that with anybody is to give it time, to give things consistency, give things, you know, at least 3 months to see how things unfold. And I would say even a whole year of knowing somebody is the best thing because you get to see them through each and every season. And, you know, for both you and them, you can go through different phases during a whole year span where you have these highs, you have these lows, but ultimately you weather those storms together. And that's the type of relationship I see you both having, where you have that open communication. And if you have issues with each other, you'll be upfront about it. Okay, there's not going to be any smoke and mirrors here. It's going to be very much out in the open. So I'm just going to get a couple of fishbowl messages here as well. Okay. So So this next chapter, this next relationship. So we've got eyes, of course. Both of your eyes are going to be very piercing, okay? You're both going to really stare into each other's eyes, and I feel like you're both going to really like each other's eyes, and you may even comment on each other's eyes. We've got manifesting generator, which is a human design or a profile type. So it may be this person and you both might be manifesting generators, or one of you may be. Protect. That made sense as well with that guardian angel that came through. Protect. Yeah, this person wants to protect you, as well as you may want to protect them. Like you're both going to want to, protect each other. Blonde hair. So, yeah, maybe they have blonde hair or you do. We've got needy, okay, so it may be that there is a little bit of neediness here, but maybe that's something that you end up really liking about them, like you appreciate that they need you. And I feel like this person actually wants you to need them. And again, not in a narcissistic way where they can manipulate you and control you. I feel like it's kind of more of a sweet, genuine energy of like they enjoy being needed, they enjoy being of help, being of service. Okay, so we also have no, which is interesting. So I'm not sure what that means here. Clearly, this is somebody very special who you're not going to want to say no to, but maybe initially you may struggle to trust this person. And I don't think it's because of them. I feel like it's because of stress that you've actually been through yourself, okay, previous to this connection. So it may even be somebody you've already turned down. So it could be somebody you have met, but it will still be a brand new connection as and when it occurs. And then we've got stillness and then stay present. So yeah, I feel like the stillness represents where you are now. Okay, feeling like things are very still, nothing's really moving or changing at this moment, but I don't feel like it's going to remain that way. But I do feel like you and your person will enjoy being still together. You'll enjoy being present with each other. Okay, I don't feel like you're going to be always focusing on the past issues, past traumas and wounds. I feel like even though you will plan your future together, I don't feel like you're overly going to be focused on it. I feel like you're very much both going to enjoy just the moment, appreciating each other in that very moment. So this is what I see for you, Group 1. I truly hope it resonates with you. Please do feel free to comment below. If it does, I would love to hear your thoughts. You can comment a pink emoji or anything else you wish to share, but also liking the video, subscribing to my channel does show your energetic support. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, Group 2. So let's take a look at the next chapter of your love life. Okay, so what does the next chapter of your love life have in store for you? Okay, let's see. What does the next chapter of your love life have in store? Okay, let's take a look. 1 second. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Okay, very interesting way to begin this reading. So you may feel like there are a lot of cycles and shifts happening in your love life. Maybe there are a lot of transient connections coming in, coming out. There's a lot of interesting flows happening here. And it's weird, I just got this pang in my stomach just then. So maybe there's this inner sense that you're getting something is about to shift or change here. So let's take a look. What is the next cycle? What is the next new chapter of your love life, Group number 2? Okay, so we have Chameleon, Soul Tribe, it is safe to be seen. And then Butterfly, Emerging, take the leap of faith. Okay. So, group number 2. I feel like this is something connected to you stepping out of your comfort zone lately. Maybe you've just recently joined a dating site or reinstated a dating app if you had like put it on pause or held it off for a little while. So this could be that that's something that you are doing, making a change, or maybe this is uploading more selfies or something on your social media, or getting out, going to bars, going to restaurants, going to events or parties, because I definitely see you being in quite a vibrant place. I feel like you may have recently gone through a glow up. Okay, you seem to be looking the best that you've looked in quite some time here. And I feel like other people are starting to really notice that about you, group 2. Okay, like you definitely are somebody that isn't blending in. Okay, you're not blending in with the crowd, even though I feel like maybe this is what you felt called to do for a while. You may have been a bit of a hermit, not wanting to go out so much, not wanting to really put yourself on the dating scene. But moving forwards in this next chapter, I do feel like this is you like having more confidence within yourself to do so. Okay, it keeps coming through like an intrusive thought, but having the balls to go for it. Okay, so I don't know if that's a term that someone here really uses a lot, but it's just something that kind of kept coming through, as I said, like an intrusive thought, so I just had to say it. Now, yeah, I really feel like there is this desire to be seen. Okay, like moving forward. So again, you may still be in this hermited place, in this introverted space where you don't feel like you're looking your best. You don't feel like you're ready to put yourself out there yet. But remember, this is your next chapter. This is what is coming in the near future. So doesn't matter where you are now, this is where you are headed. Okay, so I definitely feel like you are going through this glow up, through this transition. Maybe you're going to be wearing brighter colors. Okay, I just see you being a lot more vibrant, maybe in your personality. You know, it's like you're giving strong aura. Okay, and people are going to be magnetized to you because of this. And it is going to feel risky in some ways. Okay, this is you emerging like the butterfly from the chrysalis, feeling like this is your time to shine now. Okay, out of a place where you may have been quite shy, maybe not feeling your best, not feeling your most confident. But yeah, I just feel like you're definitely, I feel like you're going to be really present, okay, in terms of, again, being social or being on social media more prominently. A lot of other people are going to be after you, wanting your attention. I feel like you're going to have many different options, group number 2, okay, which is always a great thing. Like you're going to have many different people that you get to choose between. Okay, which is always a nice thing. I feel like you're going to feel very flattered with all of the attention that you're soon going to be getting. Okay, so let's just get some more information here. Your next chapter, helpless and hopeless. Yes, so I do feel like you have been going through a lot of anxiety lately. Okay, you may have been, maybe you've been struggling yourself with intrusive thoughts. Okay, maybe you have been nervous about getting back out there onto the dating scene, or giving certain people a chance, allowing yourself to be wined and dined. Okay, but again, I feel like this is something that you are going to emerge out of. You're going to be much stronger, but it's not to say that you're not sometimes, say, for example, before a first date, you're naturally going to feel nervous, like when you've got those butterflies in your stomach, you know, it is going to feel nerve-wracking at times, or going to a new place, or again, setting up a dating app, or putting yourself out there on social media. Okay, it is going to feel like it's branching out of your comfort zone. Okay, and I feel like this is something you're now or very soon going to start seeing, that this is the next chapter. Okay, it's for you to start putting yourself out there, being more available, okay, more approachable. And I'm not saying in the sense that you were unapproachable before. Maybe some of you resonate with that. You may have been putting walls up, not allowing people to really get close to you. But for others of you, it may just be the case of, again, you feeling like you weren't, say, for example, you're just MIA on social media, but then you also don't go on apps, or you also don't go out and socialize in person. Like you kind of don't do anything and you just hope someone's going to land at your door. And it's not to say that that won't happen. You know, crazier things have happened. But I feel like this is you realizing that in order for you to move forwards in your love life, that you have to make some sort of a change. You have to push yourself out of what feels comfortable, what feels normal for you. Okay, so definitely a transitional time for you when it comes to your love life. And just remember as well, this is just the next cycle. It doesn't mean that you're going to be perpetually out on lots of dates and always out there on social media or always out partying. It's just a particular time that you're going through. And then spread your wings. So yes, that makes perfect sense as well. You are going to be spreading your wings. Okay, you are going to feel like you can now fly. You are free to date multiple people, or free to experiment with different people. And I feel like you may be experimenting with people outside of your normal type as well. Say you usually go for really tall people, you might date a few short people, or you might date people outside of your own, ethnic background, or someone from a different religion, or someone that has a very different job to you, okay? Or somebody outside of your normal friendship circles, that kind of thing. So I do feel, there's definitely this opening up, this opening of you. Okay, and I feel like this is you opening your heart and opening your hands and saying, you know what, I'm ready now. I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to try again. Okay, so you may even meet somebody whilst you're on a trip as well, if you've got some sort of a trip planned, or you may not even have a trip planned, but it could be something spontaneous that occurs here that kind of pushes you again out of your comfort zone to meet different people, okay, than what you are used to meeting, or who you are used to meeting. But I also feel like here there could be some indecision, okay? So you may have a couple of people that you really are interested in, and you may start dating more than one of them, okay? Because, again, there is this opening and this, I'm not sure who to go with, okay? But it's always nice to be in that position of power where you feel like I get to make the decision. I get to choose whether this person is right for me or whether this person is right for me. So I don't feel like in this next chapter you're going to be quite set on who you're going to be with next. I feel like you're just going to actually embrace all of the different opportunities, all of the new people that are coming in, and just kind of, like I said, lapping up the attention, enjoying it, enjoying being nurtured, wined and dined, taken care of, getting some lovely compliments from people. I feel like people are definitely going to be telling you how beautiful you are or how handsome you are moving forwards. And then we have Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. So I do feel in quite a literal sense here that, again, it's connected to the mirror, your appearance. Okay, and I know it can seem like a shallow aspect of life or of dating, but it's also just a fact. It's a logical thing. We're all very visual. Okay, and oftentimes that's the first thing we see when we meet a new person is their appearance. And so it is a really big key factor in dating is to make the absolute best of yourself, because you also feel more confident when you do so. When you feel like, say you go out to your local shop or something and you're dressed in, I don't know, trackies or pajamas, you've got no makeup on, or your hair's a mess, or you've not had a shower, and then you bump into somebody that and then you feel like you go into yourself, like you don't really want to shine, you don't even want to be seen, so you don't naturally want to even converse because you don't feel confident. But when you go out looking your best, smelling your best, feeling your best, that confidence, that aura really shines, okay? And then when people talk to you, you feel so open because you're like, hey, come here, come talk to me. I'm ready, I'm here for it, okay? So I do feel like I said, you're just going to be in quite an extroverted energy moving forwards. Even if you naturally identify as being an introverted person, I just feel in this next chapter, it's going to be a shift for you in that way, okay? But it may be that you've actually had to take some time to reflect on these things, okay, before you feel ready. Because again, you may not be ready at this very moment. It may take a couple of weeks, it may take a month, but again, this is the next chapter. That can be a different time frame for everybody, okay? So you don't need to rush this, okay? Because even here we've got the Hermit, rest and recharge. So again, I feel like you may have been a bit of a hermit lately, like allowing yourself to just hold back, spending time alone or isolating yourself, and this might be part of your own glow up process, is spending some time alone in this Virgo energy. But Virgo is also very detail orientated, so it may be that you're also focused very much on the details of things, okay? And maybe again the details of what you're wearing, the details of certain people that you're connected to, the details of the conversations that you're having. And I feel like this may even be that you take your time with people. So maybe you're getting to know new people, but you're not rushing into anything. You're allowing yourself to actually reflect on things. So say, again, you go on a first date with somebody. You're not, say, jumping into investing into them emotionally so quickly. You may decide, you know what, I'm just going to give it some time. I'm going to reflect on the date afterwards, because again, oftentimes after a first date, you can feel so excited. You can feel amazing, you can feel like you're meant to be, but time really does tell when it comes to relationships, because anybody can put on a front for one date, okay, or even a few dates. So I feel like this is also in your power here. You're going to feel quite powerful because you allow things to move slowly. You allow yourself time to reflect on these people coming in, and again, the dates that you go on and how they're ultimately treating you, okay? So then we have arrows, surround yourself with protective energy. So again, I feel like that actually makes sense with that taking things slowly, okay? So we've also got sage, be devoted and committed. So let me just pop these down a second. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a form of protection for you, group number 2, to actually take your time, okay? And again, you are free to date as many people as you want to. You do not have to set yourself, to just one person. You can spend time speaking to multiple people, dating multiple people, or even if it's just one person you decide to date. You don't have to move things forwards too quickly. I feel like this is you definitely allowing yourself to take your time and feeling like, you know what, I don't need to rush. I'm not interested in getting into something if it's not going to land into a truly committed and trusting relationship, because I feel like that's ultimately what you really want, even if it's not what you want at this moment. I feel like in your next chapter, it is something you're going to be really thinking about. Is this person I'm dating, could I really see them in the long term, in my future? And again, without investing into them emotionally, but, even making lists. You may make lists, pros and cons. Okay, so, they're a green flag here, but then they're a bit of a red flag here, okay? And again, not necessarily doing anything with the list, but just having a level of awareness, looking at the person as a whole person, rather than just looking at their flaws or just looking at their positive attributes, okay? But being very balanced in the way that you look at them. And again, taking your time, because again, somebody can be great for the first couple of weeks, but I just feel like you're going to be in that mentality of, okay, well, time will truly tell. I'm not going to overinvest. I'm going to see how they act after a month. I'm going to see how they act after 3 months. Okay. And so you may actually as well start protecting yourself energetically, because especially as you're going to be a magnet to a lot of people, you may even need to protect yourself from energy vampires or people that you don't want in your life, okay? Because you are going to be so attractive to other people, you may, like I said, get a lot of attention, and so you may start to keep a protective crystal on you, like a smoky quartz or a black obsidian or black tourmaline. You may wear it in a piece of jewelry, or you may do lots of sage cleanses. We do have sage here as well, so you may decide to sage your home, sage yourself, or keep yourself very balanced, keep yourself protected. And maybe this is also protecting your heart, keeping up a bit of a wall, or having very strong boundaries when it comes to these people that you're going to be dating moving forwards, okay? Now, it's not to say that you're not going to end up in a relationship with any of them. I do feel like this could be the case for some of you here, or a lot of you. It very well could be with this devoted and committed card. But this is just the next chapter. It may be the chapter after that where you end up in a long-term relationship. But the next chapter that's coming, I feel like is going to be more of a let's just see, okay? Let's have some fun, let's enjoy, let's socialize. You know, you're going to enjoy lapping up all of the attention, but you may not necessarily be entering into something serious just yet. But I feel like this is you just getting the ball rolling, you know, dipping your toe back into the dating pool and seeing what's out there and seeing how it truly makes you feel to be in it ultimately. Okay, and I feel like this is also what you are seeking when it comes to when you start dating these people. I feel like you're ultimately going to be looking at, you know, how devoted are they to me, or how devoted could they be to me moving forwards? Because I feel like you may have dealt with people that were non-committal and people that were more devoted to themselves and their own goals than actually giving you their true time and energy, or compromising or sacrificing things to be with you. So I feel like you're kind of done with that energy, and I just feel like you're going to be in this, you know, thank you next energy. Okay, it's like if they don't do what you need them to do, if they show too many red flags, or they're not giving you enough, or they're just giving you bare minimum energy, you're going to close the door and you're going to be like, you know what, it's a revolving door here. If you're no good, you know, you can sidle on through, somebody else is going to come in your place. So again, you're going to feel very, very confident about this group too. So let's just get some fishbowl messages on this for you as well. Let's take a look. What is the next chapter in love for you? What does the next chapter have in store? Okay. So we have negative results. So maybe you do have a couple of, you know, negative interactions with people, but again, that's natural in dating. Not everybody is going to be the right fit for you ultimately. Clean your space, very Virgo energy as well. So you may also go through a bit of an overhaul at home. As a side note to dating, you may decide to, you know, get rid of, you know, certain clutter in your home, but this may also be going through your phone, getting rid of old photos, maybe even online connections, like removing matches that don't connect, or removing people on your social media even. So think about doing a declutter or a detox. Okay, or again, just shutting the door on people that no longer serve you. Okay, we've got friends. So yeah, you may be spending a lot of time with friends, again, socializing, and that's how you meet a lot of these new people. But it may also be certain people that start off as friends and then evolve into something more romantic. Okay, so we've got athletic here. So you could meet people that are going to be quite athletic, especially if you yourself are quite athletic. Again, with Virgo, actually, that could make sense as to where you might meet people. So say you're on this glow up journey, maybe you're going to the gym, or you're going for runs, or you're going for swims, or doing some form of sport. This may be places where you meet like-minded individuals, okay? But I definitely feel like you're going to meet people in quite a healthy way. And then we've got no. So yeah, I feel like you're not going to be afraid to say no to people, okay? And definitely don't take that as a piece of advice here, group 2, that it's okay to say no, okay? And again, every time you say no, you're saying yes to someone else that could come in next. Okay, it's interesting. We've got blonde hair. That's so weird, because these energies here, what came through in group 1s, and you just saw I shuffled the whole fishbowl message. So that's really strange that these ones have come through again. Okay, so we've got blonde hair. So yeah, it could be somebody special that comes in that has blonde hair. This might be somebody that really catches your eye. Okay, could be somebody that is a manifesting generator in the human design profile type. Could be somebody, could be your type as well. I feel like you are definitely going to have a lot of conversations, because the manifesting aspect to the generator is, you know, a lot of talking, a lot of informing. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're going to have a lot of energy to date, because again, it takes a lot of energy to date, and, you know, to even be in relationships. And so I feel like you're going to have that energy to do so very soon, especially if, again, you felt very tired. This may be why you've been needing to isolate, or, you know, spend time at home, or spend time alone, and spend more time sleeping, because it's your body's way of preparing you for this next chapter that's going to be very, very busy. Okay. And then we have stay present, which again, I think is really beautiful, because I feel like you're going to be focused on the present moment. And again, I don't feel like you're going to be overcommitting and thinking about the long-term future so much. I feel like you're going to be very focused on the now, okay, and enjoying the present moment. Again, enjoying the different dates, different people that are coming in, and not letting yourself get swept away with what could happen. So I feel like that's a very mindful, healthy place for you to be in, group number 2, moving forward. forwards. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do feel free to share your thoughts with me. You can comment a green emoji or anything else that you wish to share. And by liking the video and subscribing to my channel does show your energetic support. So I really do appreciate you for doing so. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, Group 3. So let's take a look at the next chapter, your next love life chapter. What is going to be happening for you? Okay, group number 3, what's going to be happening next in your love life? What is going to be happening next? Okay, let's take a look at this first message. Oh no, dropping the cards. Right, hold on. Oh, okay, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Interesting. So for some of you, you may already be in a relationship where there has been a lot of criticism, where there has been a lot of judgment. Okay, so again, it might be a relationship you're currently in. This may be previous relationships as well. Obviously, I know this is your next chapter, but I feel like this is about learning in some way about what's happened previously or about what's happening now. Okay, and realizing that, you know, maybe there's a need to adapt in some way, and that overly criticizing your partner or even potential partners, it may be a form of self-sabotage, okay? But it oftentimes comes from a place of self-protection, you know, not wanting to be hurt. So, you know, it's like, say for example, somebody ghosted you or somebody rejected you, or maybe you feel like somebody's pulling away from you. So then you try to think of all of the things that are bad about them, so that it kind of softens the blow. Okay, and there's nothing inherently wrong with doing that. Again, that's a form of self-protection. But then it can end up causing some disagreements, causes you to not necessarily see the whole truth of things in some way. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that just yet. I just want to get some more cards here to see what is next in this chapter of love for you. Okay. So we have Flamingo, Unity Heart. You are being called to work on collective healing. Okay, so you may be a healer. You may work in some kind of healing profession. Group 3. Okay, as a side note, but let me just get another animal wisdom card here. Then we've got Phoenix, Empower. Fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. Ooh, interesting. Now I'm noticing like a lot of this very bright orange pinks coming through here, which is the color of the sacral chakra, the color of the heart chakra. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of sexual energy coming through here. So you may be getting involved with somebody on that kind of intimate level. Okay, maybe there could be an evolution of a relationship into that next phase. So say you've been seeing somebody and you've just been casually talking or casually dating, it may reach the level where you actually get closer to each other on that very physical level. Okay, for some of you that may be the case here. But this could also be a resurgence of a relationship, because it makes me think of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, I feel like there is like this unfinished business here for you, Group 3. So I do feel that there is somebody potentially here returning from the past, okay, that's coming back into your life. And this may be that you're actually going to start healing your connection. So yeah, if you had some kind of argument or disagreement, conflict, or maybe there's been a lot of distance within your connection, whether it's literal, you know, distance in terms of space, or in terms of, you know, your connection, not really speaking, not connecting with each other in some way. So I do feel like, yeah, there's some kind of revolution here. And I feel like you, Group 3, are going to feel very empowered through this reconciliation, through this person coming back in. Okay, I feel like it's going to make you feel really positive about yourself, especially if you felt very down about it, and you felt in some way lost, and maybe you were criticizing yourself, okay, more so maybe than them. And I feel like, yeah, you're going to actually be quite focused on your own thing here, which I feel like in a way is going to bring this person back in. It's like you turn that focus from them to you. So you may start focusing on your own creative pursuits, doing things that make you feel good, because also creativity connects to the sacral chakra. And I'm also getting dancing here as well, like specifically hip moving, maybe even like belly dancing, that kind of thing. I know that's a very specific message for some of you, but yeah, just maybe, just dancing in your room and just kind of being carefree, listening to the music you enjoy, or whether this is going out to clubs or, somewhere where you are, enjoying being very free with your movement, free with your body. Okay. But I definitely feel like, yeah, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion coming through here. But I mean, it may even be a multifaceted message where you heal one connection, but you also may move on to somebody else. So for some of you, it may be one connection needed to heal. Okay, maybe you were just waiting for somebody to come back. Sometimes it's about our ego, isn't it? Okay, where it's like we just want somebody to return so we feel better about ourselves and then we can let them go. And we realize it wasn't really ever about that person. It was always about us, okay? It was about how we felt about it. It was about the rejection or about the abandonment wounds. And then when they come back, we realize, you know what, I don't even like you that much. And you're able to actually set yourself free. So for some of you, you may set yourself free once they return. But for others of you, you may really try to, work through the connection because you do see it as something very important to you, okay? So let's get some more information here. There's definitely this energy of freedom that I'm getting here too. Like there's a sense of liberation, freeing yourself from certain patterns. So this may even be that you're evolving in your relationships, in the way that you talk to each other, okay? Maybe the way that you handle conflict with one another. Wow, new vitality, the Ace of Wands, more fire coming through here. So strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming through here. Oh my God, and then another one. Another one, can you believe that? Group 3. 3 of Wands. Okay, now this can talk about travel. Okay, long distance travel. So it could be somebody that has been at a distance. They could have actually been traveling, or maybe you live very far apart, or maybe you decide to take a trip. Maybe that helps to kind of reignite the spark between you, okay? So yeah, I'm definitely getting a couple of messages here. Maybe a lot of people were drawn to this particular pile, but yeah, I'm just definitely getting like an X sense here, but I'm also getting a new sense. So for some of you, again, it's going to be a renewed thing with your ex. But for others of you, I feel like the ex is still coming back, but there may also be somebody new that catches your attention. Okay, and again, it may be that you're able to let the ex go when this new person comes in. So yeah, it may be different for some of you. Some of you are going to go ahead and try to heal this with the ex, and for others of you, they'll still come back regardless, but you may be actually done with them. And you may not realize that until they return. But yeah, there is so much passion and fire here. So yeah, I really feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be getting very intimate, okay? Now, obviously, I know for some of you, you may not want to actually go that far. Some of you may want to wait until you are married, okay? It depends on your own beliefs, your religious beliefs, that kind of thing. So obviously, just disregard that if that's not the case for you. But for others of you, you may decide, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to kind of set myself free. I'm going to just enjoy the sensual moments here without really thinking about the long-term consequences, because this fiery energy is quite impulsive, okay? It's more about taking risks, having fun, enjoying and feeling excited, okay? So you're definitely going to feel very alive in this next chapter, especially if you've been feeling kind of down, feeling a lack of energy, or feeling, yeah, like things have been boring, things have been very stagnant. I definitely feel like there's a change coming through here. So you're going to be feeling, yeah, you know, when you just feel really excited, like when somebody new comes in or when an ex comes back, and it literally brings you so much more energy. You just kind of feel like running around. You have this smile plastered on your face. So yeah, I really feel like you're going to enjoy this next chapter, group number 3. I really, really do. So let's get some more information here. Now, you may also be drawn to the colors red, orange, and yellow. Maybe you actually attract people whilst you're wearing these particular colors. Or like I said, maybe when you're dancing in some form, or it may even be this ex or a new person is wearing these colors when you reconnect. And then we have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Okay, interesting. So that makes sense as well. We've got the collective healing work coming through. So again, like I said, you could work within healing, and maybe again, this is where your focus has been and currently is, that you focus more on helping other people, healing other people, or healing yourself in some way. And then it's like that aura, that energy starts to attract in these exes, starts to attract in these new people. You are going to be so attractive like a moth to a flame, group 3. Okay, you're definitely in your highly attractive magnetic era right now. Okay, or it's certainly in your next chapter. And now this also connects to the heart chakra, which we also had come through here. So I feel like your heart is going to be a lot more open. And when your heart chakra is open, not only do you offer up this unconditional love, you also are in a place where you are forgiving, okay, where you're forgiving yourself for past mistakes, but also forgiving other people. Okay, and just because you forgive doesn't mean you have to forget, of course. And again, for some of you, I feel like you'll forgive this person that comes back, but you'll say, you know what, I forgive you, but I can't trust you again, and I can't let you back into my life that closely anymore. But for others of you, you'll say, you know what, you have one more chance. Let's work through this. Okay, but regardless, I feel like whether you give this ex a chance or not, you're still going to have new people that are after you. Okay, which I feel like will make you feel good. Okay, will definitely inflate your ego a little bit, but I feel like it's definitely needed because you've been through a really rough time, I feel, leading up to this group number 3, and you may be feeling that right now. Okay, I'm definitely seeing a lot of emotion here with Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So yeah, you may be feeling quite emotionally sensitive at the moment, but yeah, I feel like moving forward, you're definitely going to be in quite an intuitive place as well. Like you may actually sense these people coming in, okay, that are wanting to date you, that are wanting to take the connection to a more sensual, intimate level. Okay, you may feel a little bit confused at times whether you should go for it, but I feel like this kind of drive, this risk-taking energy will override this sense of confusion at times, okay, and will take you to that next level. And also the moon connects to nighttime as well, so I feel like these people are going to come in through the night, okay, so it may be like an ex reaches out in the middle of the night. Okay, and I don't feel like it's, for some of you, maybe it will be like a booty call kind of thing, and that may actually give you the ick, turn you off, where you're like, wow, is that how you see me? Not interested. Okay, but for others of you, it may just be, you know, that's when they were really thinking about you and they couldn't help but reach out to you. So maybe you wake up to certain messages from particular people. Okay, but it maybe you see them at nighttime, maybe you meet up, like I said, I know I've said a lot about sensual energy, so you may be spending the night together with a certain person moving forwards, okay, or maybe you see them, you know, at a club or something, or a bar. And then we've got High Priestess, harness mystic power. So, wow. Again, very, very intuitive. You're definitely in your strong psychic era as well. Like, you may even have dreams that this person, somebody's coming back in, or that this new person is coming into your life. I feel like, yeah, you're definitely going to be having dreams about them, and maybe even seeing, other synchronicities and signs. Maybe you keep seeing their name pop up. Okay, or maybe you get a whiff of their scent or something. Like, I just keep seeing all of these intuitive hits that you're getting, but you're also going to be in this very strong High Priestess, powerful energy, again, where you are attracting people in. Okay, so if you feel like you've been in a place where you felt like you were repelling people, previously. This is definitely flipping on its head moving forwards. And I really don't feel like you've repelled people, even though you may feel like that. A lot of the time it's out of self-protection. So certainly don't beat yourself up. Again, remember to be kind and compassionate to yourself always, okay? Because oftentimes you're just reflecting your own wounds from the past. Okay, so we've got snake, shed old skin. Again, makes perfect sense. You are shedding old skin. You are transforming here. You are rising from the ashes, as well as whoever this ex is. Okay, they are rising from the dead here. So they may have been ghost for quite a while. Okay, but I feel like they've had to go through their own spiritual journey. Okay, they've had to awaken and transform themselves before they were ready to come back in. But again, of course, it's your choice whether you decide to take them back. Okay, Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. So yeah, I love this. I feel like this ex is going to come in quite a graceful way. I feel like something that's quite soft but also quite powerful. So yeah, they may kind of just try to test the waters with you a little bit. I don't feel like they're going to come in all guns blazing straight away. I feel like they just want to see whether you're still interested or not. So they're going to take their time, and again, they may just offer you a sweet compliment. They may like a photo and then send you a DM, for example. They may try to refollow you on social media if there's been, a block or a lack in that way. Okay. Again, it just feels like they just want to see, are you still there? Are you still interested? Okay. But I feel like this is also how you will move forwards. You'll move forwards very gracefully. So again, you may decide, I'm just going to take my time. I may not reply straight away. I'm just going to let them sweat for a little bit. Okay. And I feel like if they do apologize, I feel like you will be quite receptive to that. And again, you may accept their apology, but it doesn't mean that you will accept them back into your life. Again, that is all your own personal choice, group number 3, as to whether you do so. Now, I'm also really drawn in by the grasshopper here, and grasshoppers symbolize good luck and prosperity coming in your way. So maybe you've seen grasshoppers recently, or you've had a sign, maybe you've seen pictures of them or something, but I definitely feel like you are going to feel luck is on your side moving forwards. Okay, wow, emotions are running high. So supermoon, again, more strong moon energy. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to feel a heightened state of emotion through this next chapter. So yeah, you may feel naturally quite sensitive, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with feeling sensitive. Okay, and then we've got bring love into the situation, Aquarian energy. So may even be an Aquarius person that's coming back in, or it may even be that it's very shocking to you in some way. So maybe you're not expecting this person in, because you may be thinking, there's no way that person's going to come back. No, they closed the door, or I closed the door, or the way that it ended, there's no way. But I feel like they're definitely going to surprise you. I feel like in the way that they come back, but maybe even the fact that they come back in to get you. And again, it might bring up a lot of emotion for you. You may be thinking a lot about the past, but again, I don't feel like it's going to confuse you too much. It may confuse you initially, but I feel like you'll gain clarity on this very, very quickly, okay? Because I feel like you're incredibly wise, group number 3. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you, okay? Because I know the way you're going to act, and you're going to be proud of yourself. Look at that, dance. What did I say? Dance. Something about dancing here seems very, very key. Okay, then we've got Venus. Venus, the planet of love, relationships. So that makes sense that there's going to be this loving Venusian energy coming through. You may also be looking more beautiful and more handsome than usual. You may have gone through a bit of a recent glow up. Only time will tell. Yes, I feel like that's what you're going to be saying to yourself, or maybe even saying to this person. Like, you can give me all the apologies you like, but only time will tell. But maybe even in terms of this new person, if you give the new person a chance, you're just going to be like, you know what, you're great now. Anyone can put on a facade for a few weeks, but let's see how you are in a few months. We've got cash flow. So it's a bit of a bonus message. I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot more cash moving forwards. You're going to be financially abundant as well, which I also feel like will make you feel more secure in yourself. It will make you feel overly more abundant and will raise your vibration, which ultimately will make you be more attractive. Okay. We've got Thursday. So this could be the date in which this ex comes back, or that you meet this new person, or maybe where you are going out and dancing or something. Thursday is also the day of luck, as it's ruled by Jupiter as well. So I do feel like there's a lot of lucky energy coming your way. Okay, we've got envy and scandal. Oh, okay, something about these connections may be a bit scandalous. It may cause other people to kind of talk about it potentially. It may also cause other people to feel a bit envious. Maybe this ex feels envious of you, especially if they see you looking your best or you're glowing up. They may come in because they feel jealous in some way. I release you so I can find me. So yeah, for some of you, you may decide to release this ex so you can truly find yourself. Or maybe that's the conclusion you've reached based on the separation, is that you've been able to connect more with who you really are based off of this separation. So very strong, positive energy in that, I feel. And I'm protecting my heart. So yeah, I do feel like you are going to be in a safe space, protecting your heart, giving yourself time to heal, giving people time to prove to you that they can really be trusted, okay, and that you can actually count on them as a person. And then we've got the 7th house, which is the relationship house here. So this may be that you do end up in a relationship here. Again, some of you will be getting back with your ex, some of you won't, and you'll be getting into a new relationship. Either way, I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and positivity, group 3, in your next love chapter. So I really do hope it resonates with you. If it does, please comment an orange emoji, any of your choice, or anything else you wish to share. Would love to know. Liking the video and subscribing to my channel, though, also shows your energetic support, so thank you in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.